In 2025, Microsoft and Xbox was the second most talk about gaming company in these gaming streets. And this year is starting off very strong. Everyone is talking about Xbox. Why? Because Xbox is delivering game after game after game. Not only feeding their customers, but also extending a hand out to the suffering ponies who have nothing to eat. Yes, everyone is talking about Xbox. Now, when it comes to Sony, Sony has not talked about anything. And a matter of fact, there are reports that persons are buying PlayStation 5s not for their first party content, but for multiplats. Yes, we have proof to show that more persons bought PlayStation 5s not for their first party output, but for the multiplayer games that are coming to their platform. What is Sony announcing this year though? Well, take a look. Yes, as you can see, PlayStation has announced new skins, new remotes, new fluorescent colors for their PlayStation fans. So as you can see on the screen, we have glossy controllers fluorescent, we have glossy console fluorescent. I mean, this is what PlayStation fans are eating thus far in 2026. Colors, fluorescent colors at that. So while Microsoft is announcing showcases, games upon games, Sony here is saying, you know what? Put some fluorescent colors in your life, ponies. Look at these colors.
Turn it off. Turn it off!
Sit down, ponies, before you fall down. So yes, as I said before, everyone is talking about Xbox. Now you might be asking, why are they talking about Xbox? You see, for years, these guys have been saying that Xbox games are trash. They said Fable was trash. They said Forza was trash. They said Gears, all the games. They said once it's a first party game, these guys have been saying Xbox game is trash. So it's very strange now that every topic on these podcasts is Xbox. And guess what they're asking? Are these games coming day and date? Yes, they want to know whether the same games that they didn't like when it was exclusive, they want to know if they are getting it the same day Xbox fans are getting it. Listen to them.
Thing is, the reason why, well, from what we understand, one of the reasons why not all the games came day one when Project Latitude was finally implemented is at those times a lot of those games were at the end of their developer cycles.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Right? For example, Starfield was one of them. Indiana Jones was another one. Forza Horizon was made well before that. But the thing is, those games were already in the the closing stages of development, and therefore there was a delayed release at that point. But then they're saying, what we did hear from inside the camp is that after that, which is now, right. These games that haven't come out yet, they said those games will come day one as their development cycles were very early on, and they were able to implement a PS5 version of those games, or even a Switch 2 version of some of the games will be coming to Switch 2, right? So there's that as well. But again, now we just have to wait and see. Now, from a business point of view, seeing that they are actually putting a large focus on publishing, I think it would be a fatal mistake, an absolutely fatal mistake, to not launch something as monstrous as Forza Horizon 6 day one.
Yo, shout out to Season, man.
So Mark here is saying that if Xbox don't release Forza Horizon 6 on PlayStation day and date, it will be a fatal mistake. But Mark failed to realize that Forza Horizon 5 set the standard. How can Mark say that after Forza Horizon 5, a 4-year-old game, dominated PlayStation, selling more than 5 million copies on PlayStation 5, bringing an estimated 300 million in revenue for Xbox? I mean, how could he say that? If that was true, then by definition, Forza Horizon 5 should have failed on PlayStation, but it didn't. A good game will always be a good game, don't matter what. And it proves that PlayStation gamers did not go out to buy an Xbox to play this game. That is why they bought it in droves on the PlayStation 5, because it was a new experience. They were excited for it. So if Microsoft decide to not release Forza Horizon 5 day and date, they will not, defeat the amount of sales that they would eventually get from PlayStation. Now, I believe that Microsoft should take the same approach when it comes to multiplayer games. They should release multiplayer games on all platforms as much as possible and delay the single player games. But Microsoft here is saying no. When it comes to Forza Horizon 5, that game is going to be delayed. And you don't believe me? Look at this. In a Q&A 3 months ago, one of the questions was exactly that. Would Forza Horizon release day and date onto PlayStation? And notice what the dev said. We are thrilled to be taking players to Japan in Forza Horizon 6, which will launch first on Xbox Series X and S and PC in 2026. With the excitement for this franchise on other platforms, we also have Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios working together to bring Forza Horizon 6 to PlayStation 5 post-launch. Again, let me say it over for those in the back. Post-launch. For now, players can wish list on Xbox and Steam, and we can't wait to share more details about Forza Horizon 6 early in 2026. So, I mean, this is what Microsoft chose. They chose to release Forza Horizon 6 post it release on Xbox. And guess what? You ponies will continue to cry and whine that it should have been released day and date.
I mean, you be missing out on millions of sales right off the
I
bat.
think if the game is, I think if the game, and we'll find out on January 22nd. I think they'll tell us right then and there. I think Meg, you're right.
Too.
Right. I think if the game is ready, it launches on PS5 as well. If it's not,
that and Fable too. Like, I mean, if you're going to be, having the engagement on Game Pass on Xbox and on PC. That's going to take away some sales of that product or whatever else, and then you don't launch it on the PlayStation 5 or the.
I mean, I personally, me myself, personally, mistake, I don't care.
You're lying. Lie. I didn't want to hear what you had to say. You're lying. That is a lie. What do you guys call that? La.
I really don't. Like, that doesn't impact me in either direction. But I'm saying, if you're Microsoft and we've been putting on the Microsoft business hat for a minute and we see the direction they're going in, you'd want to launch those bad boys all over the place day one.
The only game that I see maybe might have a 3 to 6 month window is Fable. The rest of them are coming day and date, and I still think Fable's coming day and date. That's just the only one I think. Okay, maybe.
No, I thought they already confirmed that Forza Horizon 6 isn't.
Well, that was just a rumor. That was
just common sense tells you, like, Halo's being released, Gears is being released, Forza Horizon was already released.
Come on, D, you know better than that. You know that Halo, the Combat Evolved, is an old 25-year-old game or 24-year-old game. You know that. You know that the Gears of War that was recently released day and date on Xbox and on PlayStation, that game too was a 20-year-old game plus. So all of these remakes that was already existing on the Xbox decades ago, of course it will be released day and date on PlayStation. That seems to be Microsoft and Xbox strategy. South of Midnight didn't release day and date. Avowed didn't release day and date. Skipper is still exclusive to Xbox. So there are certain games, it's very clear that Microsoft is keeping timed exclusive on Xbox first for Xbox players, and then they will give the leftovers to PlayStation so that they can pay full price and basically subsidize the cost of Game Pass. That is clear. It's a clear strategy. D, can't you see it?
they want to get the PlayStation fans that haven't played these games, haven't
Is it
had
confirmed though?
experiences in these
I'm gonna look-
franchises.
I thought it was confirmed on the blog, on the Xbox Wire. Or
No,
whatever.
they
Yes, it was confirmed that Forza Horizon 6 would be released post-release on Xbox to the PlayStation 5. But that's neither here nor there. Now let's listen to MBG as he is puzzled as to why Xbox is doing this. He can't understand why Xbox would, not release it day and date.
What's weird to me is Forza Horizon 6. What's weird to me is Forza Horizon 6. What's weird is that this game is not going to be day one on PS5. And I would love to know why, only because it's like, well, that seems odd. Given everything else that's going on around Xbox games on PlayStation. I mean, like, is that like a developer's decision, or is that Microsoft's decision? Is that the idea that, they want to get as big of a squeeze as they can on their own platform, and then once that's dried up, then try to get another massive second one on PS5?
Yes, that strategy has worked very well for them with Forza Horizon 5. So if it is you released on Xbox or you released on Game Pass, you give Xbox players the ability to buy or play it on Game Pass, you will get some support for Game Pass subscriptions, and also you will get from persons who are buying it. But afterwards, you will get even more money from PlayStation gamers. So you get the best of both worlds. You get persons subscribing to Game Pass, releasing it day and date first for Xbox, and then you get whatever money you need to get to subsidize the cost for PlayStation. It's very, very clear. A beautiful strategy here by Xbox.
Perhaps. Because my understanding is, like, when you see how well Forza Horizon 5 did on PS5, you would think that they want to absolutely be there day one. Like that, like, it's kind of shocking to me. I have to admit, I'm kind of shocked that they're like, yeah, we're not putting Forza Horizon 6 day one. I'm okay waiting. It's not a big deal. I'm sure it'll do great on Xbox. It's one of the better selling games on Xbox and PC. But just considering how...
Yes, these ponies are angry that, guess what? There are some games that Microsoft is releasing this year that will not come day and date. If it is you want to play it day one, you would have to get an Xbox console or get into the Xbox ecosystem. That's just the price you have to pay, similar to the strategy that Sony has with PC. So, I mean, this is what it is. More games are going to PlayStation. Yes, you guys would have to pay full price for all these games, while we'll be playing it on Game Pass at a subsidized price. But you guys need to live with it. So, guys, let me hear what you thought about everything that ponies talk about now is Xbox. Everything is Xbox. They stop talk about PlayStation. Let me know in the comment sections below. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.